Here's my new AVIC-F90BT unit. I just got it installed today and I'm already having lots of trouble with it. So I'm going to actually completely start up the car, show the startup time, and my main problem, which is the unresponsiveness of the touchscreen. I actually just made a video of this about 1 minute ago, and it was actually so bad that the touchscreen just did not work at all. So I didn't want to show that video because then I couldn't even show what the problems were. But I just made a video, the touchscreen wasn't working at all, so there really wasn't anything for me to show. But I mean, I booted this up a few times and the touchscreen was at least somewhat working, but now I just did it before and it wasn't working in the slightest. So I don't really have too much of a problem with the slow startup time. I don't have any peripherals attached right now, so I don't know if that would make any difference. I do have the iPod cable coming into here, but I don't have the iPod hooked up to it yet. I did hook it up before actually, and the iPod screen went incredibly slow. I couldn't really click on anything, nothing was working properly. Before I did do a test, I put in a DVD movie and the movie worked perfectly fine. The screen worked perfectly fine when the movie was on. But then once I went back to the map screen and tried to navigate with the map screen, the touchscreen was all messed up again, and I went back into the movie, and then the movie touchscreen, it was messed up. So since we're finally in, let's give this a go. See, like that looks like it's going pretty slow right there, but I won't even complain about that. My main problem is that so I'm at this screen now. Things just aren't working anymore. No, this is great. This is even worse than it was. I can click and click away and nothing happens. I have no idea what is wrong with this. Oh, there, contacts just worked. But it doesn't go anywhere. You see how it's all lit up? Like it should be going somewhere. I mean, am I hitting the buttons wrong? I use my nail, I use my whole finger, I do it soft, I do it hard. I get nothing out of it. It could be me being antsy and hitting it 100 times now, but it's just very frustrating. Typically I can hit the menu button and it'll take me back to the menu, but the unit seems to be so messed up right now that it's not even going anywhere. So beyond frustrating at this point, just having spent $180 to get it installed, I don't even know what the next course of action would be if the unit was busted. Sending it back, that's an uninstallation, and then getting the new unit installed. I mean, I can't imagine Pioneer covering that, but very frustrating. Unfortunately, I don't even have much to show at this point. I'm just showing that it's clearly not working. I wish that it was at least working a little bit, but I'm really getting back to the map. I'll give it a little bit of time to recover. If I were to click on the screen right now, you know, I would think that there would be the red crosshairs to come up, but nothing. I hit the menu button, I'm back at the menu. I click on AV source, I get nothing. I did the wire switch myself, moving the yellow mute wire from the top row first spot to the bottom row fourth spot, and I had the guy ground the e-brake and the mute wire. I don't know if that could have caused any problems, but nothing's working now. This is even worse than it was before, so extremely, extremely frustrating. Oh, there we go. Finally goes in. It's just very fickle. It sometimes decides to work, sometimes it doesn't work. So I mean, that works every time. I hit that and it will eject the disc, but it's just the touchscreen that I'm having an extreme problem with at this point. I don't know what the best course of action is from here. But something is obviously wrong. This isn't just the typical problems that people are having with their units with things moving slow, because I just watched the video of someone who's worked fine. So I think that's enough at this point. Hopefully someone might have a suggestion on what the best course of action from here is. I'll be looking forward to hear from your guys. Thanks again.